So you can imagine he's disillusioned. He's lost his family to epidemics. They've lost all these Shawnee Indians to epidemics. He's had these battles. He's been in the Civil War. He didn't get paid. He had many things to be disillusioned about. He was very disillusioned about the medical care of the day, especially. And he talks about in his autobiography how he had lengthy talks with James, his brother, the theologian and the learned one from Rush University, about all of these things. And he was saying the medical care that we're delivering isn't working. And his brother says, you can't do what you're going to do, though. And he wants to use these musculoskeletal techniques that he's been using anyway. And people are coming out of these sessions with his treatments, and they're saying, it's a miracle. I can walk again, or my pain's better. And so he gets a lot of criticism for this. And they say it's laying on of hands, and only Christ can do that. And he is labeled a apostate by the Methodist Church from the pulpit in the church that his dad built. That's disillusioned. So this is a decade of struggle for AT Still. I've laid it out in a timeline here. So during this period of time, he's back and forth between Kansas and Missouri, still claiming Baldwin in his home, and I'll show you a little bit about that. But he goes, there's commerce between these two missions. There's the family has a homestead in Macon, Missouri. His brother Edward, the oldest, is still there. He's a practicing physician himself. But when he goes back to visit his brother Edward, he finds out that his brother Edward is addicted to morphine and alcohol for his pain from the Civil War. He was also in the Civil War as a surgeon. And so he uses his musculoskeletal techniques on his own brother, and his brother says, I think you're onto something, but I got to tell you, the family thinks you're crazy. And indeed, he shows him a letter that James had written and said, I think I worry about my brother's sanity. I'm not sure he's doing the right thing. So he was really in an uphill battle. And he says, legions of men and women were staggering to and fro all over the land, crying for freedom from habits of drug and drink. You can see that still today.